We are live.
We are live.
Yep.
We are live and alive, and we are vaping. Welcome everybody to Project Fall, friends on Google Hangouts. Joining me, Vapin Heathen, and always, of course, Robbie Vapes and Hank Vapes.
What up?
So, today, what we are talking about is nothing.
We're live.
Today's a wild card, all right? So we're going to be just talking about anything and everything. It doesn't matter. We'll take a lot of questions. How about that? Type some questions. If you have any questions, I don't care. Any personal questions, any dating questions, you need marital counseling, just ask me and I'll help you. You know. But now, for real, if you have any questions, type them in the thing. We'll try to get to them or whatever. Sound like a good idea?
Yeah,
Good.
sounds good to me.
So it's like an AMA, right? Ask me anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should do that or not.
Well, you don't have to answer, but so
I'm gonna make up every answer tonight.
who we have in there? We got Jay, we got Vaping with Nicky B, we got Dwayne's Budget Vapes, Big Natty Vapes, Evo. That's it right now. But yeah, so what are we vaping on, guys? Robbie?
I got my my Tesla too. Actually, I'm in love with this thing. This thing is just amazing. The battery life in this is unbelievable. The charge time is super quick. It's like a 3-hour charge time, fully charged, no problem. And then I got my Royal Hunter on top, and I also will be switching it out with my Magnus tank as well. I'm hoping to have my Crown in here in the next maybe week or two, but in the meantime, still using the Magnus, still my favorite sub-ohm Clearo, so that's pretty much what I'm vaping on. As far as juice goes, I just used the last of my Sin City, just poured it into my Magnus, and then I also have some, which one is it? The Boxer Juice from Unique Vapor Innovations as well, and that's the banana coconut one.
I see that. Hey, Brandon, do you want to come on?
Yeah, if Rainer, if you want to join us, that'd be awesome.
Let us know. Anyway, Hank, what are you vaping on, buddy?
I got all kinds of stuff tonight. So got my Evic VT, but I'm not using that tank. I'm using the new Sigeli Elite tank. I just got this yesterday, but only been vaping on it for about an hour. So far, so good. With Angry Amish Custard. And the next one is IPv4 Infinite CLT3 Mini with Angry Amish Blueberry Muffin. And I also have the .com with some Bad Buddha's Mista Donut. And finally, every once in a while, I'll probably take a hit off of the Subbox Mini Kit, which this thing I really like.
All right, well,
That's all I got.
would love to, but can't. No problem, Raina. Maybe next time we'll get you. Okay. I am vaping on the REM Addy with some Unicorn Puke from Lost Vape. And I'm vaping on the Vector clone. I had a guy, I wrote in the description, Vector 1-to-1, like it's a clone. Guy said, you know, give us a fair review. That's a clone. It's different, blah, blah, blah. And it's really not different. I mean, it's almost 1-to-1. It's very, very close to you. I've had them both side to side. So, yeah, I did write it in the description. It is a clone, dude. I am vaping on that Vector with the Lost Art Mystery flavor, which is pretty good. It's like some kind of candy. I don't know what it is. And I got the Aeolus with the Science Cult Vapors, some Rings of Saturn. It's a cereal vape, really good. We got that at PA Vape Expos. Then I got I got a bunch of shit today. Cubic RDA, which is pretty cool. I'm really digging this. The Cubic with some, what's it called? Tough Cookie from Infamous. Really good shit.
That is some good shit.
Then I got the Poker Face RDA, which is very similar to the Cubic, but it's about $80 cheaper. And then I got Group Loops in there. Now I'll move over to the temperature control. In temperature control, I got the Super Tank on my Smoke M80, sort of running temperature control with the V-Air coils, the Atlantis V-Air coils with adjustable juice flow control, nickel coils, and I'm running some of my favorite, of course, Wildberry from Vista Vapors. And then in the Epoch S1 from E8 Pro, I'm running some Imperial Vapors Captain Rex, which is like a blueberry cereal kind of vape. Really good. And of course, I got the Cool Fire Sub Tank Mini with some looper. Yeah, that's all the shit I'm vaping on.
Okay, so we could do a whole freaking show on what you are vaping on.
Yeah. Got a little bit of envy over here, man. I'm envious of you. You got some cool shit there.
All right.
So, for anyone who's tuning in late, we're doing a Ask Me Anything type video as well. So by all means, ask away. And we have a first question actually from Homebrewed Vapes. And this is for Billy actually. Where'd you get the Vector clone?
The Vector clone came from Free F Vape. Free F Vape sent me a couple RDAs. And that was one of them. And I'll tell you, they were all very good quality clones. They call them like Vector style RDA. And that's where I got that one. And it's really nice, man. This Vector is really, really nice. If you watch my review, I did the review of all three of them, top airflow down. And this was my favorite. It's really, the only thing is the trick tip can get really hot. Other than that, like they should have, I don't know, if you didn't watch my video, I talked about this REM Addy too, and the REM is probably the best flavor Addy I've ever had, but the problem is spitback is, atrocious. It's so much spitback, and this tip, because it's so close, it heats up instantly. So what I had to do is put one of these vape band minis on there, one of the mini vape bands, and that helps with the heat, but the spitback. So what I recommend that they should do is just come out with a little Delrin, piece that'll fit right on top of this, with maybe a Royal Hunter style spitback feature on the inside, made out of Delrin. You know what I mean? That would make this hands down a great friggin' atomizer, and you're paying friggin' $90 for it. So it's really, really, really good. It's really fucking nice how they made this. But those two features make it hard to vape on.
Robbie, there was actually...
If you ever order from Free F Vape, it's freefvape.com. I've ordered from them a few times, and I've got my shipping in about a week. So they're not bad if you're looking for any clones. If you want to try, that's what I like to do before I get, if I'm going to commit myself to an RDA, I like to buy a clone first. I try to get a 1-to-1 to see exactly, get as close as possible before I commit to that RDA. So I get, and if it's a really good clone, I won't even buy the authentic. I'll just keep the clone. But a lot of times I'll buy the authentic and they give the clone to somebody.
Yeah.
Do that with the Vector.
Hank, what were you saying?
Saying there actually was a question right in the beginning, also from Homebrewed Vapes, that we missed, and that was directed towards Robbie, and he wanted to know if you wipe back to front or front to back.
Oh, this was a bad idea. This could go in a lot of different directions. Wow. Well, Billy's dropped off, not to distract anyone, but Billy has dropped off, so maybe we should wait until he gets back.
He's like, fuck this. I'm out.
Front to back? Does that answer your question? Is there any other way to do it? I mean, I hope not.
Oh, I
don't
could.
know what happened there.
Actually, Vaping Minuteman has a good question. How do we do the bars on our screen? There's actually a toolbox you can download for Google Hangouts, and inside the toolbox, the first
I'll be right
tab
back.
is where you can customize your little bar, and you can put in your name, your YouTube site, and then choose a color, upload a logo. So it's all in the toolbox. I think you have to download it though for Google Hangouts. So
That's right.
but it works pretty nicely. I like these little bars at the bottom here, right here.
It took me forever to actually figure out how to do it.
Yeah, well, you're the one who told me how to do it too, so I only learned from you.
Well, it was weird actually. The first couple times I tried to do it, it wouldn't work. So I kind of gave up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried it again another time, and it worked.
I like this little feature. It's kind of nice to have it. Looks like Billy's frozen again.
Yeah.
That's too bad. We can't go a single show without him getting some sort of internet issues there, so I guess it's just part of the show now.
Yep. Flies.
Yeah. I'm really stoked to get that crown tank in though. I cannot wait for that to come in. Just the way everybody's been talking about it, it sounds amazing.
I don't know why I haven't ordered one. I was supposed to have one sent to me. And then it never came. And then I never heard anything back. So
Yeah, that's too bad.
then I thought about buying one, and I just haven't. I need to. Because
I'm
I've
hoping it's
used one, and it's amazing.
Finally reached the 400 subscriber mark today, so pretty happy about that. That was kind of cool.
It's awesome.
Took a little while, but yeah, it was good.
Homebird said change the name of the show to Billy's Internet Chronicles.
Billy's what?
Internet Chronicles.
Oh, believe me, I got my fucking new router coming. I cannot fucking wait. I wish Verizon would have said that your router is fucking outdated. Oh, pissed me off, man. Now it's fucking... Oh, God, Jesus Christ. I might just quit the show until I get my router.
Oh, it sucks, but once you get a new router, hopefully it straightens everything out, and we can have one show where you don't drop off.
Yeah.
When is it supposed to be in?
I ordered it the other night when we were on Google Hangouts, when we were in the G-Spot. So they sent it right out. It's already been shipped.
You'll have it before next week then, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, I'll have it before next week.
Stan's asking me how this Elite tank is doing, I guess. It's okay. I really can't give you much information because I've only been vaping on it for an hour. And I'm using the nickel coil on temp control. It's not bad. I don't have any complaints. But I don't feel comfortable really telling you anything about it because I need to use it more. And I need to try the Canthal coils in it too and see how they work. But so far, I mean, it's got good flavor.
Hank, where is the that app where you can make the oh wait, here it goes, in it? Toolbox, right?
Yeah, toolbox.
Yeah. So again, anyone has any questions? I mean, we had no plans for tonight that were set, so we're just kind of shooting the shit and enjoying the time together. So anyone else has questions, by all means, fire away.
So does anybody know what happened over at what's it, the other place called, the other show? Not Another Vape Show. What the? Oh, I thought I just lost connection. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? What happened? I didn't watch it last night.
Well, it seems that Johnny Vapors or Johnny English left the show.
Huh.
They went their separate way. I don't know. That's what he said in the beginning. He said we're going our separate ways or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Did he stay on for the entire show?
No, he wasn't on. Johnny, he wasn't on. It was just Vapin Heathen and two random guys that he picked to come on the show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened there.
It's Eros Freitas, I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope I'm saying that right. I just asked a question, when will the DNA 200 be released? I actually don't know too much about the DNA stuff. I've stayed away from it. It's a little bit too pricey for me, and I'm not a big fan of the style of it, but that's just me personally. So I actually don't know when it's being released, to be honest. Any of you guys know when it's going to be released?
I have no idea.
I think it's being beta tested now. So
yeah,
that's interesting.
What do you guys like the DNA stuff, or are you guys kind of in the same boat, a little bit overpriced, or?
Yeah, it's definitely overpriced in my opinion, but
yep.
The only DNA I ever had was actually a clone, a Cloudpore clone, and I liked it. I mean, it worked. It was a DNA 30, just a clone of the Hannah box, and it worked great until I put my battery in backwards.
Is my bottom third up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up.
All right. Alrighty then. I'll figure this shit out one day. I'm telling you I will. All right. Now, if I can get to the chat so I can fucking see what's going on.
Yeah, Homebrewed Vapes actually asked another question as well about what do we prefer, plastic or glass bottles for the e-juice. For me personally, I do both, although most of mine are glass. I don't really, I mean, there's obviously issues with plastic, of course, but at the same time, it's not huge. It's not huge in my mind. So if there's a good juice and it's only available in plastic bottles, I'll vape out of plastic bottles. But for the most part, most of my stuff is out of glass. But it's most out of coincidence, not necessarily by preference or personal preference.
Yeah.
My personal preference is plastic.
Really?
Yeah, mainly just for the convenience. I don't have to worry about it breaking, which I've dropped glass bottles, and I've only ever had one break, but still, you know this isn't going to break. 2, I love the needle top. That makes it really easy on a lot of things. And you only need one hand, like especially if, not that I condone it, but if you're driving or anything really where you're busy, you still only need one hand. Some people have an issue with taste. Honestly, I can't tell the difference in taste between a plastic and glass bottle. Maybe a little bit after a long time, but not in general. I don't detect any difference. And another thing, people are really worried about plastic stuff seeping into your juice, but for one, it's not in that bottle long enough really, and 2, that doesn't really happen until you heat the bottle up, until the plastic gets hot.
Yeah.
And 3, people don't realize this, but glass off gases too. Glass is actually porous, and it gives off gases as well, so to me it's a non-issue. I have no problem with glass, no problem at all, but I prefer plastic just for the convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I like glass is because it seems like most budget juice comes in plastic bottles, and I'm just not a fan of most budget juices. Like, you have to let them steep for a shit long time to fucking make them even how they should be. Like, budget juices just don't use the good quality ingredients and I forget, I think it was Don Grimm who was talking, they had a rant on Vape Forum about that, and I'm like, there's a lot of money that goes into using good fucking products, using a lab, you know, and marketing, and of course, and labels and everything. There's a lot of money, so I don't think they're trying to get over on people. It just, it does cost that much. Like, you can drop your price by cutting corners here and there. Like, you go to a plastic bottle, like Matt did from Suck My Mod. He went to a plastic bottle, he dropped his price down to 17. With the glass bottle, he had to be 20.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And he froze again. And he dropped again. Anyways, I think there's a couple other questions on here, actually. Tommy just asked, what's your favorite RTA? For me personally, I don't really use RTAs that much. Even in like the rebuildable sections, like the Kanger or the Subtank Mini and the Delta 2, I never really use them that much. I just prefer vaping on regular coils, or if I do want to do a rebuild, I do it on a RDA instead of an RTA. So for me, I mean, that's just my personal preference. I feel like it's too hard to work on most of the decks, although I've seen a couple decks come out recently that I wouldn't mind trying out. They look a little bit better, a little bit easier to work on. But for the most part, it's for me, it's just RDA or factory coils from Sub-Ohm Tank.
Yeah. Personally, I haven't vaped on an RTA in a hell of a long time. The last one I had was my Limo version 1. I think I've talked about this before on here, but that was the last one I had. And when I broke it, it was right around the time all these Sub-Ohm tanks started coming out. And I kind of got onto them, and I haven't had a need, really, for a rebuildable tank, especially with most of these Sub-Ohm tanks having a rebuildable deck. Now, that being said, the full-size RTAs I find to be a lot easier to build on just because they're a little bigger, you know, and they're actually meant to be built on, where a lot of the Sub-Ohm tanks, that RBA deck is so small, it's not really, you know, the tank itself wasn't designed to be rebuilt, and they kind of just put a tiny little RBA deck in there.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I loved my K-Fun. Before I started dripping, yeah, I was all about the K-Fun. I had like 3 or 4 of them, and I've since given them all away. I need to go get another RTA.
Actually, so do I. I've been looking at the Goliath, which is what Tommy brought up as well, and it looks pretty good. So I wouldn't mind checking that one out.
Now, while we're talking about RTAs, the new Sub-Tank rebuildable deck is fucking awesome.
Really? I don't
Yes.
think so.
I put a vertical coil in it, and it's great. The wick holes are awesome. They work much better than the original version.
Yeah, it works much better, but I don't think it's awesome. In no way. I mean, it's okay. It's much better than the old one, but to me, it's not awesome at all. It's just it's okay. That's
Now,
the way I look at it.
I still prefer the stock coils in here, and they are 100 times better than the originals with the vertical coils in them.
Yeah, that's the thing. The stock coil is just blown away. That's like, for it to be awesome, it would have to be better than the stock coil, because it should be. You know, if you're building something, it should be better than the stock coil, and it's not.
I guess what I mean by saying it's awesome is it's a lot better compared to the original version.
Okay. If I drop my coil again, I think I'm just fucking leaving. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. We're talking about RTAs and what your favorite ones are.
Sorry about that.
Recommend. Billy, what's yours? You got a favorite RTA?
No. Yeah, well, I would say the Cthulhu, but no RTA has blown me away yet. None. The Billy too, I really like it, but I don't use it much. I'd rather throw a coil in. Like, I'm yet to be blown away. Now I really want to try the Epoch, the Epoch D1. That's the one I hear is, well, the way Mark talks about it is fucking awesome. So I'm hoping to get that one. That's the one I want to check out. But other than that, no. And as far as we were going back, was I got cut the fuck off, is we were talking about DNAs, DNA 40s. DNA 40s, man, they're way too fucking overpriced, right? And I'm sure you guys said that, but I just didn't hear it. Yeah, they're way too fucking overpriced. And I hope this fucking 200 comes out and it's reasonable. You know? Especially all these clones, like this Vapor Flask clone, the mini Vapor Flask. It performs just as well as a DNA 40, and it has 50 watts. You know?
Right.
Actually, Mike Collins commented on that too. He was saying that the DNA 40, the reason why it was so overpriced was because no one else at the time was really doing what they were doing, so they had the option to kind of set the market price for what they wanted to. But now, obviously, since then, a lot of stuff has come out, so we're anticipating a price drop, hopefully, from their mods and everything.
That's true to a point, but even going back to the DNA 30 and the DNA 20, they were both extremely expensive as well.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit.
You know, because Evolve kind of sees themselves as like the kings of the variable wattage industry, and they may be. And I mean, they do make some nice stuff. I mean, they have a pretty shitty reputation with their first runs, but after that, I mean, they do make a quality chip. But they've always been expensive.
Yeah.
I don't see 200 being cheap because they're going to say there's no 200 watt temp control chip out there.
Yeah, there is. The Snow Wolf.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But it's not a DNA.
Did you see the new Hana mods where it's modular? You can take off you can put a single battery on or a dual battery on. You just take it off and it connects right on.
Yeah.
That looks fucking cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I saw it briefly. I haven't really looked into it much.
Yeah. It's
a great idea.
Now I can't get my fucking lower third on. This fucking there it goes. Hey. All right, let me explain to everybody real quick. I want to say a couple things, if I can stay on long enough. All right, guys, I just got new lighting, and so it might look a little better. Well, not really. It ain't going to look a little better because I'm on my laptop, not my normal camera, but the new lighting looks awesome. I'm in the process of moving everything to another room, and it's a fucking nightmare. Also, I just want to put this out there. In my logo, look, I don't worship the fucking devil, right? So anybody that comments on my videos and asks me if I worship the devil, because at the end of my video it says produced by Satan and written by Lucifer, it's fucking funny. It goes with the whole fucking heathen thing. Like, come on. And if you're that religious where you can't fucking look at the word Satan, then don't subscribe to me. That's the way I look at it. I'm not religious. This is about vaping, all right? This is me. I don't have anything against anybody's religion, but it's not a religious thing. It's about vaping. All right, I'm not a devil worshiper. My parents, my brother, and all used to call me a little devil when I was younger. They called me a little heathen. You know what I mean? So that's where the name came from. So that's it. And also, guys, I haven't had a fucking vlog up. You know, a shit show. And I'm sorry. I've been so fucking busy. Really, really busy, guys. So I'm trying to just get everything in order with the move, the shift, the everything that's been coming in, reviews, my daughter's birthday I had, work. Just had I've had a couple fires lately, and the last one was not a good one. So just a lot of things, you know, life is kind of getting away, but I will get there, all right? So stay with me. I'm sorry, guys, taking the time. I just wanted to get that out there.
No, for sure. No, I mean, after you post that post on, I think it was on my Vaporium about the fire, that was pretty tragic. I can't imagine being in your guys' shoes doing that kind of stuff. That's a lot on the conscience. It's a lot on it. Like, it's got to weigh heavy on you. I can't imagine, man. You guys are heroes. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That's awesome what you guys do.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. We're no heroes. We're just doing our job. I get paid to do it. You know what I mean?
Still.
Oh, Hank don't get paid.
No.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't look at it that way either. To me, it's a lifestyle, really.
No, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I guess apart from that, oh, looks like he froze again. He dropped.
Yeah.
Anyways, apart from that, there's a couple other questions in here. Vaping with Nicky B asked me what version of the Magnus I'm using. I'm using the V2. I have the V1 actually still, and I still use it on occasion, but the V2 is just so much better. It's just far superior to the V1. The way it fills, the way it performs, all that good stuff. And I had someone in one of my other videos actually ask me if I had any problems with the coils of the V2, the 0.25 ohm coils, and so far I haven't. But I don't know if there's anyone else who has. Maybe it was just a bad batch. Hopefully it was. But I've never had any issues with my coils, so mine always work pretty well.
I kind of miss using my Magnus. It's a good tank. I burnt mine up, pretty much. I think
Actually,
I was.
I think they have a V3. Nick, sorry, Vaping with Nicky just said they have a V3 out. I'll have to check that out for sure. That could be kind of cool.
I'm just going to listen because it just cuts me off every time I fucking talk.
Fair enough.
It's so fucking aggravating. You don't know, dude. It's so aggravating. Like, I just want to fucking throw my mod through this fucking screen.
Yeah.
I'm saying fuck a lot tonight, guys. So fuck, fucky, fuck.
Your subscriber count's going like this now because of the devil shit and the cussing is going. Can't watch it.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna go unsubscribe too.
Oh, and Devo, I only build coils naked. That's the only way to build a coil.
Absolutely, it's just like cooking bacon. You have to make it. You have to. You want to see these scars?
I'm naked under these clothes.
I got burns and blisters all over my chest and other places.
Try being an RM, Billy. I have the managed contact. Yeah. Anything special coming in?
I just have that crown tank coming in, and I guess I'll have a new mod to review probably next week or the week after for that Game of Thrones themed one. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's looking really cool. It's a parallel box mod, but it's got like Game of Thrones theme on it. It's limited run of 100, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to get that in. Apart from that, the crown tank, like I said before, that's pretty much all I have ordered in right now.
I actually have nothing on the way right now. I did just get a lot of stuff. But I've been given a lot of stuff lately. And I've still been buying too, but my vape budget is blown for a little while. But I've got some things to keep me busy in the meantime, so hopefully soon I'll have some stuff coming in.
Yeah, I got to get some more stuff this week, I think. I'm going to pick up a few things here and there. I was debating getting the Vector RDA, but I'm not sure about it yet, so I may end up going with something else. I do want to get that Sigelli sub-ohm tank that you got, Hank, so I'll probably pick that up and maybe some other stuff I can find around here.
The biggest thing I don't like about that tank is that it's bottom fill.
What tank?
The Sigelli tank. But it's new. You know what I mean? It's a new tank. It should be top fill because they're all top fill now. So it's almost like they're taking a step back. And I know they put this tank out to try and match up with their new 75 watt temp control and their 150 watt temp control. So if you're going to be putting out a new and great mod like that, you should really make sure the tank you're putting out with it is top notch too. In my opinion.
That's a good point.
But I'm not saying it's a bad tank. It's just it seems a little bit old school now that it's not top fill.
Yeah. See, for me, I don't really have any top fill tanks I really use. I use the Magnus, and that's pretty much the only tank I use right now. I'm excited for the Crown because it is top fill, and I'm hoping it will it'll hold up to what people are saying about it. But now I gotta check out that V3 for the Magnus. That's gonna be awesome. I gotta order one of those right away.
I'm trying to save my cash a little bit, trying to get a little reserve because the day that 150 TC comes out, I'm buying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to, right? Sigelli is just such a great manufacturer, and all their devices are amazing. I've never had a bad Sigelli device,
And I skipped out on the Sigelli 150.
mm-hmm.
At the time that it came out, it was a price issue for me, and so I ended up buying the Cloudpore T8, which was a 150 device, and it actually worked great for me. Some people had issues with it, but it was a good mod.
Yeah.
And then the price started coming down on the Sigelli 150s, and I really thought about getting one, but then I had heard about the TC, and I said, no, I'm just going to wait. I don't see a point, really.
Yeah.
I love my Sigelli. It's my beater box, man. I beat the shit out of this thing. It gives it character, you know?
Yeah, it's just so reliable, too.
Dirty wants a nipple shot, Rob.
I saw that. I'm ignoring him.
So, well, I got a little idea what I was thinking about doing. Over the last year, I kind of got out of shape, right? So, we're always talking about not smoking and vaping and healthier living, right? So, I was thinking about doing what, because I just started hitting the gym again, and I want to fucking get back into shape. So I was thinking about, one of my little vlog things, posting a couple pictures of what I looked like last year, and then, compared to what I look now, and try to see if anybody wants to take a journey with me into fucking getting back into shape.
Yeah, I'd be in for that. I could use that. Just played hockey all weekend, and it was tough. It was a rough weekend for me. Didn't help that we drank so much last night either. But you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Drinking and hockey just go hand in hand. But no,
Yes.
that's awesome. I'd do it.
Yeah, because, I'm usually the kind of person who's never really out of shape, and this last year, man, I'll tell you, it's fucking, I just been like a lazy fucking loaf, man, just not doing anything,
Yeah.
And it fucking shows. And you can feel it, man. You can feel the difference. If you don't, if you're not working out regularly, you can feel the difference. I feel like an old man, you know what I mean?
What you need to do is grab some of that high voltage juice and just start fucking chain ripping it. It'll give you that caffeine burst you need, and then you can go fucking run.
Fucking Devo. I just want to hold your naked body, Billy. Listen, I don't know why I posted on Vaporum the other day. I could have got you the Sigelli 150 for $50 and nobody went with it.
Wow.
I just don't see. I don't have a need for it.
No, I understand you. I mean, but anybody that's out there, a lot of people I hear saying, "Oh, I'm looking to get a Sigelli 150. I want to get a." I had it for $50 if anybody wanted it.
I really think a lot of people are holding out for the temp control.
I could have bought it for somebody, and then they could have gave me the money. You know what I mean? I was willing to do that. But nobody. Raina got the IPv4 from me the other. I got it for her for $60. So, and she got it, and she's using it.
Yeah. Hey, are you guys still using your IPv4s?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I use mine just about every day. You?
Mine broke.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Basically, if I put any batteries in this thing, it just starts heating up. Like without even an atomizer on it, it'll heat up the box. So it's fried somehow. I have no idea what I did to it, but
somebody posted that on Vaporium too.
Yeah, somebody posted the same exact thing, and he had two of them. Two of them had done it too.
Oh, yeah, it just happened. Like I thought it was because I took off the faceplate here, which it still could be, but I haven't touched it since I put the faceplate back on, and it happened probably after maybe a week and a half of doing that shit to it, where I took off the shiny glint shit, and yeah, it's fucked now. I can't use it at all.
It has a
did you take it like all the way apart, or did you just loosen it enough to get the screen out?
Oh, I just barely loosened it. I actually followed your advice on your video and just lifted up the bolts on it just enough to get the screen out, so it was minimal at most.
I mean, I did that to mine about a dozen times.
Yeah. I think I did it to mine 3 or 4 times, and that was it.
Doesn't
And,
have warranty?
well, I don't know if it does now because I took the screen off. That's the big thing.
That's true.
And it's my, like, I'm not blaming anyone else for it, like, it's because even Vapin Heathen said in his video, or I think it was one of the comments in his video talking about this, where people were saying when he was doing it, you know, you're voiding the warranty by doing that. And I knew I knew my risks, the risks involved when I did it, but I wasn't expecting it to do this.
I don't think it was your fault though.
I don't think it was either, especially if other people are having the same issue. But
all it takes is one shitty solder joint. You know?
That's okay. I'm actually loving this Tesla too. Anyways, this is my favorite RDA or my favorite mod right now. It's amazing.
I got that. Should be here tomorrow. The Tesla 2. I can't wait. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Man, you'll love it. It's incredible. The only downside to the Tesla 2 is that because it's a regulated, or it's it's an unregulated but also somewhat regulated box mod. So when you have those 0.5 ohm coils on it, it's just not hitting as well as you might want it to. Like the magnets will not work very well with 0.5 ohm coils.
Yeah.
But anything else works, and the resistance goes down to 0.1. It will have an auto shut-off feature. It has an auto shut-off feature if you fire it for too long. Like it's got a whole bunch of safety features which you don't really get in a usual unregulated box mod. Maximum output is 100 watts, which is more than enough for me. I know. I think it was Mike talking about when do you ever need 150 watts. It's so true. You really don't. I got the Skelly 150. I've taken up to 150 once to test out the Magnus coils, and that is it. I've never touched over 100 before or after that. I'm usually around the 80 to 90 mark at the most, and that's on a low build.
I do it all the time, like especially when they claim that their tanks can go. I try to put them to the test, and I'll build some coils to where I can go high like that.
So Dirty, there is a very small, I would say maybe half a millimeter gap between the two, and it kind of raises it up a little bit. I don't even know if you can see it, it's so small. But it does have a slight gap, and it's basically where the 510 connection is. It has a slight, just a very slight kind of raise to it. But other than that, I mean, there's only, I don't want to give away too much, but from what I've been using it for, there's only one con I can even think of on this thing, and that's just button rattle. And it does rattle pretty badly.
I hate the button rattle.
Yeah, but it's bearable. It doesn't rattle when you have your finger on it or anything like that, or when you're firing. It's just if it's loose or whatever, and you really shake it, it will rattle a little bit.
Euros. Sorry, man, if I'm saying your name wrong. He brought up a good point. A lot of these mods are coming out with lipo packs.
Mm-hmm.
This is one. I've actually got a couple that have lipos. And, yeah, I think they are the wave of the future as well.
The Anakin disruptor.
Easy to charge them.
Did you see the disruptor from Anakin?
No, yeah. I haven't.
Dude, it's like, what is it? It's like 13. The mile is like fucking, what is it? It's so high, I forget the number. I mean, you probably vape it for at least, like, probably a week before you have to change it.
Yeah. But see, the other thing is, too, mAh ratings on a lipo pack are a lot different than the mAh rating on a standalone cell. So even a lower mAh rating will last longer in a lipo than it would in 18650 anyway.
Yeah.
That's a good point too. I mean, the biggest thing for me is I'm trying to stack up on mods right now to get enough where I can, because I'm doing that big drive out to Ontario in August for that wedding, so it'll be a 3-day drive basically. So I want to get something that can last at least 12 hours constant vaping on, and I figured to do that it's going to be probably 2 mods at least, maybe even 3. I have plenty of spare batteries though, so if I charge them all up the night before, I should be okay.
Yeah.
Alright. What do you say we do a giveaway? Anybody got anything to give away? I got an iSub for anybody. I can give that away.
I don't know. I don't know if I have anything right now, but I can definitely get something. I'd be up for that.
I've got something. I wasn't going to give this away because it's so shitty. But if somebody wants it, I can give it away. That fucking Rampage.
Oh, shit.
I'll throw that in.
Yeah.
I'll throw an iSub in. And Robbie will throw something in. So maybe you can grab a. No, because that maybe you want to do one winner or 3 different winners.
We can do 3 different winners. That works. Let's let everybody win, and we'll each ship it out to whoever wins.
Okay.
I may have something actually. I could maybe do.
All right, you have to answer this question. Robbie has a birthmark on his penis. What is it the shape of?
How did you know that?
I'll bet you it's in the shape of Devo's beard.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll figure something out to give away. Maybe I'll do the. Oh, I don't know if I want to give it away, but maybe I'll do the Bam Bam, my new one. Maybe.
Wait, you only have one?
Well, I have the broken one too, but I'm not going to give that one away. I'll do the Bam Bam. I'll give away the Bam Bam. It's a beautiful mod. Trust me, I'll like
I'll
it.
give away something that you.
No, it's good. It's good. I'll do the giveaway for the Bam Bam.
I mean, you want to do that? That's fine.
I'm assuming I'm gonna help Billy complete his sentence. He was gonna say that's fucking generous of you, and I'm like, yeah, it is. So that's exactly where he was going with that. Oh, ooh, that's a good question. Jason66, I think he just tuned in. Actually, he hasn't been too active in the comments yet, but that's a really good question. What gear are you guys using now that you will still be using in 5 years? For me, the only thing I can think of that is a guarantee in that is got to be the Sigelli 150. I've been using it since 6-7 months ago, and it still gets its fair share in my rotation. So it's definitely going to be the Sigelli 150. The Tesla 2, assuming it holds up well, I can see me using that for a long time as well. I'm loving those devices too, but yeah, I mean, there's tons of stuff.
I'm going to be honest, probably nothing. Just, I don't know. I'm not using anything now that I was using 6 months ago.
Yeah.
What was the question? Because I kind of got cut out again. And look, it won't happen again because I just turned off my Wi-Fi and I'm paying for it now.
Yeah. The question was, what, if anything, will you be using 5 years from now that you're using right now?
Probably. I mean, if the industry didn't change and get more advanced by then, which it definitely will, if I had to pick one, I mean, a Sigelli would be in there, but I would definitely want something with temp control. I don't know. You know what? I love the MVP 3.0. It's really solid. I don't know. I really like that. 60 watt is great. I don't know, maybe the Sigelli.
Yeah.
You know what though? I don't think any of these regulated devices that we have are going to last that long.
That's true.
Something will go wrong within 5 years. I've got a feeling. Maybe I would still be using my simple mod, just because it's easy and it's mechanical. So unless it like physically breaks, this thing would still work 100 years from now.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I didn't even think about my mechanical stuff. Like, obviously, my mech ray, which I'm in love with, I have a review coming out on that this week. It's a keeper for sure. The biggest, I guess, again, going back to your point, is not only the technology change, but what's going to actually last that long. Most technology isn't built to live past a year or two, if that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they make money, is they build it so it doesn't last.
I think 5 years from now, this industry is going to be literally unrecognizable.
That's a good point.
I don't think there's going to be anything that we're using now. Because, I mean, look at how it's come just these past 2 years. Past 1 year, past 6 months. I mean, it's insane. And I understand, too, at some point you're going to reach your peak, and shit's gonna have to slow down.
Yeah, that's true. You know, the only thing that I hope isn't around 5 years from now, but it probably will be, is this guy right here. These Cigalike things. For some reason, they still are in existence, and people are still buying them. As I say that, as I bought one myself, but mine was proof of point. No, I mean, those things are gonna be around forever. I have a feeling you'll never shake them.
No, and that's just because the tobacco companies have enough money that they can keep putting them out. And I mean, I saw a TV commercial for one the other day.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
I mean, and for most, I would say for probably at least 80% of people that start vaping or even try vaping start on one of those.
Yeah.
I did. I started on 2 or 3 different Cigalikes, and I always went back to smoking. And that's, I mean, we've talked about this before too, but they make them shitty intentionally to make you not want to use them and go back to smoking.
They do. I mean, I had the same experience.
Now, they do work for some people. I get it. Some people they do work for. Me, it didn't, and a lot of people it doesn't.
They don't fucking work for shit, dude.
Oh.
They don't fucking work. They'll work for a week or two, and then people move on from them. They go back to smoking, or it'll smoke and vape at the same time. They don't work.
But they do work for some people, because I know one guy who's been vaping a Cigalike for 2 years.
He's probably that 1 in 100,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's rare, but it works for some people. And it's enough, like, for some people, for them to make that jump, to say, hey, yeah, this thing sucks, but there's something to it. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it was for me. I kept trying different brands, and I'm like, these all suck. I still go back to smoking, but that had kind of put the idea into my head. And then I went to a shop one day. I just decided to go. It was a random day. I was just like, I saw the shop, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going in. Left with a starter kit, and for about 2 or 3 weeks, I still smoked a little bit. Every day, gradually, I cut down on the cigarettes, and a couple weeks in is when I made my full switch.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Cigalikes and things like that, and like getting off smoking, I'm doing that new series there for the newbies and people who want to get off smoking and want to get into vaping. I'm doing that series because the biggest thing for me was back when I quit this time around, like where I've actually been successful with it. I way overpaid for my devices, and I kind of wish I had someone to tell me not to get certain things, because the lifespan on some of the things that I bought was just like a week or two before I moved on to something better, and in some cases even cheaper. Like my very first vape pen I bought was I probably spent over $100 on it, on the vape pen, a case, a charger, extra batteries, or an extra battery for it. Like I spent a lot more than I should have, when I could have gotten, for example, a Cool Fire setup, which I still like actually. I like this setup here, Cool Fire setup with a decent little tank on it for $60 tops. Or even actually what Billy was vaping on, the MVP3 is a great one as an example.
Yeah.
My local vape shop sells it as a complete package for, I think it's like $100 maybe, and you get a free bottle of juice with it, I think, and it's a really good deal.
The giveaway that I was talking about. Sorry. I might give this away instead of the iSub. Either one you're going to get. The Yokotech Equator tank. If I get another one, which I'm supposed to get another one, I'll send you that. I might even just, whatever. We'll see. If you don't get the iSub, you get that. All right, so it's going to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Hold on, I missed that. I was typing. What are you giving away?
The Equator.
Equator tank.
Gotcha.
Instead of an iSub. I don't know. Somebody's going to get one or the other. So maybe I'll give them a choice or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, and actually I'm running 2 giveaways right now on my channel. I have the Trigger RDA. which is a cool little RDA. And then I figured because it's more advanced, I wanted to do something for beginners, so I'm actually giving away that iStick 10 watt finally, so that'll be on there as well. And for anyone who has commented on that, yeah, that's the one. For anyone who has commented on the videos, I know people have been asking a few questions, and as part of the giveaways, I promise not to reply to any comments. So if you have asked a question, I apologize. But a few of them that I remember off the top of my head was the first one. The first one I remember was someone had asked me what's happening with the Trigger RDA giveaway, because I had done two at the same time, so I think it was a little bit confusing. Both of them will be running simultaneously together for a couple weeks until the winner's announced. So if you are entered in either one of them, or if you're entered into both, then just know that they are running simultaneous. So no winners have been announced yet. It will be about 2 weeks out before I actually release the winners. Second thing someone asked me was, what was it? Someone had asked me about the iStick. Anyways, and then obviously I wanted to congratulate a lot of the new vapors out there who have entered that giveaway. So if you are watching this, huge thank you. I know a lot of people are entering for their parents or for their loved ones or friends or family. I'm all for that. Absolutely, go enter. You know, if you have anyone who could use something like that. The giveaway for the beginner one will be the iStick 10 watt, and then I'll actually go out and buy like a Pro tank or something to go on it, maybe an Aero tank, because those are always nice. So I'll buy one of those as well. I'll include that in the giveaway for that one too.
Awesome. That's a great idea. Maybe I should do that too.
Yeah, I just figured, you know what, I had the 10 watt. I was trying to figure out how I could give it away. I know a lot of people messaged me on it saying, you know, you can't use it. I'd love to take it off your hands. And the problem was I had so many messages on it that I couldn't fairly give it to one person, not someone else. So the only fair thing to do was to run a contest, and I figured while I'm doing it, why not start a new series on beginner vapors?
They make this in 20 watt now.
Yeah, I've seen it. The 20 watt would be an awesome starter to have actually, and it's not much more. So if you don't win and you're looking for a good starter, check out the 20 watt because it's like $6 more. I think the 10 watt goes for $24, and the 20 watt goes for like $30.
Let me show these two real quick. If you can see, this is the poker face. This is the cubics. As you can see, I mean, they're very, very similar. The build decks are similar. They both got wide bore. This one's $20. This one's $90. I mean, I think the cubics is a little better, but because you can do single coil in there, and but that's probably the only advantage of it. You can actually get more airflow with the poker face. And I'm running that. I don't even know what this is. Jay sent it to me. It's like some kind of twisted tiger. I don't know what it is, but it's vaping nice. I just wanted to show that. So if anybody's looking to get the cubic, it's a nice RDA, but the poker face is $60 cheaper.
Yeah. Actually, I got a question for Jay, but if anyone else can answer, by all means. Does Jay sell his coils? Because I've seen some of his bills and they're fucking amazing, and I'd love to buy some off him if he has the time to do some.
Yeah.
He sees that and gets back to me, but no, I'd love to see what he has to, or if he's able to sell some, because I'd love to purchase a couple of them.
I've tried to buy coils and juice off Jay. He keeps saying, "No, I'll just give them to you."
Yeah, he's too good of a guy.
I refuse them. I'm like, no, I want to buy them.
Me and Hank were on them the other day. Like, dude, sell the motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah.
Sell them. I mean, there's companies out there that are selling pre-made coils. You can find them all over the place. I have some posts to review. I need to get to that at some point. But
he said he can sell them.
Nice. I'll send Jay a message on my Vaporium after this.
Okay, listen, we got Eros Freitas. He keeps writing, please write the giveaway. Please write the question for a giveaway. Settle down, pal, we got you. All right, it is getting late, though.
Yeah.
For my giveaway, all right, let's see.
Here's the thing. Are there going to be any rules? First.
Rules, yeah, 18. I'll tell you what, in my giveaway, my big one, I just had the #2 winner. His name was Dennis Handler online. And then when he emailed, he said it was a total different name. And I understand that. My name's Vapin Heathen online, and I'm Billy in real life. So he sent it here. I said, all right, I just need to see proof. So he sent me an ID, and it said same last name, but a different first name. And I'm like, something was weird. I said, and then when he got back to me, it was like, kind of almost cocky or whatever. But, I mean, I understand. We settled it and everything, so I'm not trying to hold nothing against the guy. We're cool now, but at first, like, I understand his frustration and my frustration, but it was basically he was at his brother's house, and he proved it over and over. He sent me a bunch of different pictures and all that. But guys, if I ask for your ID on a giveaway, don't get mad. I got to cover my ass, all right? Plus, I'm just not going to send to a kid, you know? I got to cover my ass. I'm a fireman. I'm not losing my fucking career over giving away something, you know? So
I do the same thing, man. On all my giveaways, I ask them for ID, and I've actually never had any issues. Everybody always has sent me a picture, and I tell them, if you want to cover up any personal information, feel free, but all I need to see is your name and your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't his fault per se. I just got confused because there was 3 different names. All right, I just got really confused.
And then,
but the one he sent to me was basically his brother's house, so he was just writing his brother's name on there because it was his house. That's where he was staying at the time. And then when he sent the ID, he was doing something different. I just got confused. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? If you're not 18, I can't send it to you. You know what I mean? So I can see his frustration. You know, so. Josh, you're out there, buddy. I got you.
In my giveaway, I had some people like that I talked to a lot, like Big Natty and Raina. they were like trying to send me IDs, and I'm like, all right, guys, look, I know you're old enough. The people I don't know that I'm worried about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. No, I mean, same thing for me. 18 plus, obviously. You know, if we ask for ID, don't be offended. But for the most part, I mean, my winners are pretty good about it, so not an issue. I actually haven't even really asked for much IDs in my giveaway before because it just so happens the winners are on Facebook and they have the ages listed right there in center. So maybe I'm too trusting, but I assume if I can find you on Facebook and I see your age, whatever, I can verify from that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't go back to bite me in the ass, but I think I actually like your idea better of doing the send a picture of your ID. You can black out your address or whatever if you want, or whatever you want to do, but
I need your address anyway to send it to you, so I don't know what the big deal is there.
True.
Mike Vape. So when I was on Mike's show the other night, Brian was saying that last week he came on our show right as we were saying goodbye. So I was going to say earlier that we need to stay on 5 minutes late anyway, just to say hi to Brian. And there's Mike popping in.
Mike just got here. Mike Vapes.
Yeah, Mike, if you want to join us for like the after chat, by all means, hop on. That'd be awesome.
Hey, Mike, I'm going to hit this shit for you.
No, so I mean, as far as rules go for my giveaway, 18 plus, must be subscribed to Project Fog. And then, of course, as usual, I always recommend that you're a member of my Vaporium. I don't make it mandatory, but it is preferred if you are. It's a great site for vapors, great place to hang out, socialize, and just shoot the shit with people. So 18 plus, must be a subscriber. 1 comment only per person, and I think that's pretty much it for me. I mean, if you leave a comment, you're entered for me. I'm not going to do a question or anything like that for mine.
All right, I'm going to do my giveaway. And
Wait,
that's
are we doing this all as
people.
one?
Huh?
Are we doing this all as one?
No, I mean, because we're each giving something away, 3 different things, so, right? So we'll each do our own little thing.
All right.
You have any other ideas?
No. I mean, I was just thinking that, because this was kind of spur of the moment here, but I was just thinking you were going to ask a question, and whoever got it, we'd each send to that person. That's what I thought we were doing.
So are we doing 1 winner, or are we doing 3? Because I was thinking 3, and then we'll each just ship our own things out separately.
Yeah, I was thinking 3. 3 different people.
All right.
We each send something to somebody. Come
All
up
right.
with your own question, and if they answer it, you send it to them. You know?
Gotcha.
All right. So I also have a Subverter mini giveaway going on, and it's been running for about a week now, maybe a little over. That's coming up soon, maybe tomorrow or the next day. All right, but one stipulation here: you must be a member of myvaporeum.net. All right, that's my stipulation, and you're going to get the iSub, or you're going to get the Yokotech Equator, which fell and it's somewhere. Here it goes. Equator from Yokotech. All right, you're going to get that. And I'll let you know right now, it doesn't come with shit, but just a tank and a coil. Alright, so my question is, you all know I have a daughter. Her name is Abby. She's named after someone in history. First person to answer who that person is wins. Go.
The worst part's going to be waiting for the delay.
Yeah.
You're right to see who comes up with it. Sure, Mike, you can enter the giveaway, pal. That's another thing. Like when reviewers do a giveaway, I always like exclude myself. Like even though I want to win, like certain shit, like oh man, I want that motherfucker.
So, this is what happened to me the other night. I've never won anything.
Vapin Militia won.
Gotcha.
Even though he spelled it wrong, but he won.
Abby Vapes.
Abby Vapes.
Oh, that's good.
Congrats, Minuteman. You got yourself. Yes, Dwayne. Her name is Abigail Rose. That is her name. And that's also a play on words. Abbey Rose, because I'm a huge Beatles fan. Abbey Road. But yeah, she's named after Abigail Adams, who I've read a ton about. I'm a big history buff, and that's a woman who I admire in history. So that's who she was named after. So congrats to you, Vaping Minuteman. You get yourself an iSub or a Yokotech Equator tank.
Thank you. Anyone next? I still got to think of a question now.
I'm still trying to think. I've only thought of one. It might not be a very good one, but
how many times has Billy dropped off this video chat?
yeah.
It had to be at least 5, wasn't it?
That's not my question. Sorry, that's not my question because I lost count.
The only one I can think of off the top of my head without getting creative is, what is my favorite NFL team? Go.
I know. You know what somebody's going to guess, too, right? And they're going to be wrong.
There's one team that if they pick it, I'm blocking them from my channel.
Eagles. Man, I got work tomorrow morning. I don't feel like.
Looks like we have a winner.
Damn, Devo?
Who got it, Devo?
Yeah.
I don't see.
I will hand deliver that.
Naked.
Chicago Bulls, yeah. The Mets.
Mets, Eagles.
Dolphins, yes. It should be the Dolphins.
Devo got it, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, it is the Redskins.
All right, guys, I got a question. I'm not going to show you, although you can probably see it in my other videos. On my vape shelf behind me, right around here, I have a picture with someone who's pretty famous. It's an actor. If you can name either the actor's name or the character he plays, you will win the Bam Bam.
That's a good one.
I don't even know.
People actually watch the other stuff and not me in my videos.
I always just assumed that was a picture of like you and your family.
Nope. And he's also a Canadian too, which is actually pretty cool.
So
I can't even tell on this screen here.
Hey, Vapin Minuteman, I'm sure you can get in on Robbie's too, but
Yeah, that's fine.
You already won something. Let somebody else get in. Also, Big Natty Vapes, you got an OBS tank coming your way. TBCT, buddy. I didn't ship it yet, but it's coming.
All right, so anybody that's been waiting on my giveaway, I do want to apologize. I know it's been a week now, but I was so super busy at work this past week that I wasn't able to make any post office runs, and it's coming. I also have a lot of shit to mail out, and I have quite a few international orders to mail out, which is going to fuck me. So they're coming, and hopefully it won't be too long. The first 2 or 3 winners I will be getting out tomorrow, hopefully, and then the rest as soon as I can. So I know it's a little bit of a wait, but
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I say I'm Canadian, it's Justin Bieber or a hockey player.
yeah. Hey,
Tom Green.
Bobby, can you guys please take him back? We don't want him here.
Who? Tom
We don't
Green?
want him either. You guys
No.
can keep him.
Justin Bieber. Like, I don't know why the fuck we haven't deported that guy yet.
Still haven't found anyone, so I'm going to bring the picture a little bit closer.
Ryan Reynolds.
Guy in the middle. Ryan Reynolds was close.
You got to talk.
You gotta talk. Say something, Robbie. Robbie, you gotta make a noise.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry. So he's the guy in the middle. Anyone who knows who this is?
What the fuck is that?
I have no
I'm
idea.
not the only nerd here. Someone's got to get this. He's an actor.
He must be in a Canadian movie.
Actually, he's on. No, he's on TV.
I couldn't tell you, man.
This is tougher than I thought. People aren't really getting this one. This is tough.
I'm about to go back to that picture and pause it.
You can say his character name too. So character name or his actual name. Bam! Mike Collins gets it. Thank you.
Stephen Ormel. Who the fuck is that?
Arrow.
Never heard of her.
That guy.
Yeah. So Mike Collins, you are the lucky winner of the Bam Bam Mech mod. I'll get in touch with you afterwards, and we'll get this all shipped out to you as well.
He
But
does
wait,
look like LeBron.
you said celebrity, didn't you?
I said what?
You said who is the celebrity that you took a picture with?
Yeah.
That guy just lives up the street.
Yeah, he was also on Heartland as well, which is a Canadian show. I didn't think people would get it from that, but O.J. Simpson, yeah.
Steve Amell, is that his name? Amell?
Yeah, Stephen Amell.
How long ago was that picture taken?
Thank you, Mike. Arrow, dude, seriously. Really? See, thank you. At least someone gets that.
Arrow.
Nope.
I've never even heard of the show. Is that a show?
Yeah, it's a good show. It's based on the Green Arrow from the comics.
Gotcha.
Oh. Eagles.
You're way behind, man.
Yeah, his brother is on the show too, actually.
Wait, Mike. Oh no, wait. Did you have a stipulation of being on My Vaporium? Mike, you're on My Vaporium, aren't you?
Yeah, he's
Robbie Amell. There you go. There's his brother. His brother's named after me. That's right. They took the name from Robbie Vapes, just like Abby Vapes.
And Hank Vapes
Yeah.
and Mike Vapes. You guys are all related, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a good show though. But Mike, congratulations. So make sure you're a member of My Vaporium, and then from there, like I said, I'll get in touch with you and we'll work it out and I'll send it over to you.
Game of Thrones tonight, season finale.
Haven't seen a single episode this season. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to binge watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard of The Flash. Is that what Arrow is? It's about The Flash?
No, so Arrow's like there's two kind of series and they kind of run in parallel sometimes. So you have Arrow and you have the Flash that run separately, but occasionally they cross over because they're in the same universe, so to speak.
Oh, okay. I got you. My cousins. Yeah. Guys, I got a review for this fucker coming, man. This thing is fucking sweet, dude. The Genesis 40-watt mod. My wife has it downstairs. I posted pictures on Instagram. Man, this fucking thing is so nice. It came out of the woodwork. I've never heard of it, and then you know what? I want to talk about this for a second, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
And I was going to do this on my channel, but VapeSourceLA.com. All right, that's where I got this from. What did I order from? I got the Biang 30 from them, right? And when it came, it was pretty much dead on arrival. So I contacted them and they said, send it back. We'll get you out another one. I said, no problem. I sent it back. They sent me, they gave me store credit, and I picked this, right? So I got this, and it came. I got it. I'm messing with the spring. There was a spring-loaded pin in there, and it works fine. And my wife put an addy on there, and it wasn't making a connection. So I took it off. The spring-loaded pin dropped in. All right, said it won't come out. So it's only firing certain addies. So I contact them, and they said, no problem. They're sending me out another one. When I get it, I'll send this one back. No problems whatsoever. They called me, talked to me. I mean, everything's been great. They are some good eggs, right? Now, at the same time, I had ordered a Cool Fire 4. I already had another one, so I ordered this one. I just got it 2 days ago, but I have the silver one. So I was getting another one for my wife. So I ordered that, and a week later, usually they ship pretty fast because I ordered from them a lot. I mean, a whole lot. They were my go-to company. But in comes a week later, I open it up, and it's the fucking MVP. I mean, the iStick 50 watt. I contact them. They didn't get back to me. I contacted them. It took like 3 days to get back to me. Then they finally get back to me. They're like, well, you want to keep the iStick 50 watt? We'll give you 20% off. I said, no, I don't want this. I want the Cool Fire. Okay, well, ship it back to us, and we'll get it to you. I said, all right, whatever. And then I asked them. I mean, because I'm a loyal fucking customer, I spent a lot of money with them. Listen, guys, this is for my wife. Anyway, she can hold on to this. Send me the other one. I will send it back. And then I kind of just went to a spiel with them, trying to just make a conversation with them, and basically, it was go fuck yourself, send it back. It's basically the respond I got. Not in those words, but. So then I sent it back, and it took forever, fucking ever, for this to get there. I asked for tracking, I asked for updated info, nothing. Like, it was just the worst experience I ever got, and then I finally fucking got it. And then, like, I was emailing them in between, like, just, they wouldn't respond to any of my questions. They would just, it seemed like they would just write, yeah, blah, 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 and then, like, just push me off, you know? And then at the end, when I sent this big nasty email, they sent me these two. When this came in, it came in with these 2 Lost Art juices. But I got to say that because of that, I'm not shopping there no more. Like, it was the worst experience I've had, and you know, and I won't ever want to fucking call somebody out, but the way I felt like I was treated, it was just, especially being a loyal customer. If I was a first-time customer, I would almost understand. But I spent tons of money, and I've sent tons of people there. So it kind of pissed me off. But Vape Source LA, you get a thumbs up, and Vapin W, you get a thumbs down. So that's what I wanted to talk about. But anyway, check this fucker thing out, man. I'm having a review for this. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It seems like a $200 mod, and it's only 40 watts, but the way it's built, and that is just a problem on the one I had with the 510. It's not on all of them. I talked to them. It's just, it happens. You know what I mean? But that's my experience with those 2 companies.
That's shitty, man. All right, are we? Go ahead, Hank.
Said I like the looks of it. It looks really cool.
It kind of looks like the Cool Fire, right? But like the same kind of make. But the screen is nicer. It's got this like really nice screen. It's got this, and it, you know what it's like, the Alicia from Jaywell in France, that Alicia one. It kind of looks like that almost, or the Troca, Alicia and the Troca, that style. But it's just so much nicer. It's really, it's so sleek. It feels like a $200 mod. It really does. It's just really nice.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
And I think you can get it. I think they're selling it for like $60. I mean, you're paying for it. But just to have it and walk around with it, like, it's just, my wife loves it too. She's making out, man. She's getting all this nice shit that I've been getting.
Nice. All right. Are we pretty much ready to wrap up?
Yeah, unless you got anything else to talk about, I don't care. I'm gonna go watch Game of Thrones. My cat's name is Jon Snow. It is, man. But yeah, because now we're just like babbling. I'm reading the fucking.
Might as well just do a review of it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
I said you should just do a review right now.
Yeah, right. I would, man. That's the review. I don't have I wanted to bring it up with me, but my wife has it down there. She really likes it. She don't even let me use it. I'm like pissed because I really want it. But yeah, man, I'm cool if you guys want to go.
Yeah.
I think that's enough to wrap it up. We've stayed on longer than we normally do anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna join Devo in the G spot after this as well. So anyone else wants to join us all, and should be a fun time.
Hey, Minuteman, make sure you contact me with your info, all right? If you're still on.
Yeah, and I'll talk to you after the show, Mike.
Oh man, Devo. I'm not going to comment on that. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching again. The support we've been getting is great, and just I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
It's a good time as always.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. We're all over the place today, I know that, but we didn't have no theme. We're just coming on and we're just bullshitting. We didn't have nothing special to talk about. So
we've got kind of a cool idea coming up. I don't know if it's going to be next week or at a later time, but we're working on something that might be pretty cool. So actually, we're working on a couple things that might be pretty cool. So keep watching, guys.
Really nice.
Awesome. All right, thanks everyone for watching and thanks for tuning in. I think our view counts are going up each week, so it's kind of nice to see that.
Yeah.
We're already up to 20 this week, which is nice. 2 weeks before, we were only up to like 13, I think. So thank you all for coming out. Thanks for spending the time with us. You know, your Sunday nights are much appreciated, so we do appreciate it. And you know, if you're not subscribed to these two guys over here, by all means, subscribe to them. These guys are awesome. Hank, Vapin Heathen. Go subscribe to them if you're not subscribed. And I guess until next time, we will see you later, YouTube, and I'll be on the after show, or I guess on the G spot, which is going to be the after show.
Sounds
all right,
good.
guys. Peace out.
See ya.